Okay, here we go. This is a recording of my 1968 Mercury Cougar Dan Gurney edition. We're going to start here at the trunk and show you as much as we possibly can on this car and as close as we possibly can. It has a new trunk mat in it. It has also a spare tire painted green, just like the color of the car, and it has a cover for the spare tire. The car has been meticulously done. As you can see, the paint on this car is just absolutely perfect. It has 3 coats of base and 6 coats of clear, and it's been sanded and buffed to a mirror shine. It's got a really deep shine on it. I hope that you can see these pictures. It's difficult in the sunlight with a digital camera to see what you're filming, but I'm going to do the best I can here, so we'll just bear with me. I can take as many pictures as you want on the car, and if you're interested, send them to you. Answer any questions that you might have about the car. We are Chevy people, but this car, my son found this car and it was so solid that we could not pass it up. We started this restoration back in 2010, and it's been a long, difficult procedure with trying to pull the motor, and we pulled the motor out, redid, painted everything, painted all the brackets. Dirt there, and while the motor was out, we took the transmission and had it gone over. It has all new seals. The transmission shifts nice and solid, firm. There's no problems at all with the transmission that I know of. This is the interior of the car, of course. The back seat. The back seat is original. There's not been anything done to that back seat other than cleaning it up. The front seat, the carpet is also original. The front 2 seats, the setting area was torn, so we got 2 seat covers and put new seat covers, or had it put on actually. But the car has 61,000, almost 62,000 miles on it. Let me get a close-up of the odometer. I don't know if you can read that or not. But anyways, it's got 61,935 miles. And we do believe that that is actual. The guy that we bought this car from, he had it since 1993, and he started a restoration before that time, and he just ran out of steam, I believe. But we've had, I mean, this car's got a list, and it is listed on the sheet in the article on what parts it has. Basically everything that was mechanical that needed replaced, we replaced. Tie rod bushings, ball joints, center link, sway bars, gas tanks, gas lines, brake, it has all new brakes around, has new calipers on the front, new rotors, new disc brakes, new brake lines, new tires, new rims, like I say, gas lines, and everything all the way back to the tank, including the tank's been replaced. The heater core was suspicious, so we replaced the heater core. The radiator was replaced. We put a new dryer on the air conditioning. There was a couple things that we didn't have to replace, but we did. Now the door handles, they were not the best. The sun had gotten to them, and so we bought new door handles. Everything else, the chrome, the bumpers were re-chromed, but everything else, the parking lights and so forth, the grills here for the hideaway lights, that's all original. It's not perfect, it's not a trailer queen, but I'll tell you, it's not far off. It could be, with a little bit of effort, be a trailer queen. I think this is a one-in-a-lifetime car with this kind of mileage on it, and the kind of body work that it had, which was basically none. There was two little holes, one behind, I believe it was the left front fender, rear of the left front fender, and also the right rear, right behind the right rear tire. It had a spot that was probably as big, when we busted it out, it probably was as big as your thumb, and we welded a patch panel in there and fixed it appropriately. This car starts, runs. It's got all new shocks. That's another thing I've heard. There's so many things that we put on that I don't have the list in front of me, of course, while I'm filming. And it just, the list goes on and on and on. And all the little stuff that causes you a problem, like that heater core, while we had the engine out, it was easier to replace that. The underneath the doors, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but underneath the doors, it's not been patched or anything like that and both sides are the same. Everything's been painted. I mean, the fenders was taken off, the doors was taken off. Everything that could be taken off so that we could get access to painting it was removed. Of course, the engine and transmission, like I said, was removed. Transmission was gone over. The engine, I do not believe that the engine has ever had the heads off of it. Now I'm going to try to take some pictures underneath the car. You can hear how those doors close. It's just a solid automobile. It's really kind of amazing for its age. But this is the underneath of the car. I can't hardly see anything in the viewfinder. So I'm just scanning this, hoping that you get some idea how clean it is underneath. It was the frame was clean and undercoated. It was not bead blasted or sand blasted or anything like that. But it's all in good shape. I mean, the pans on this thing are like new. All this bottom fascia work was taken off. Bumpers were pulled off, of course. The headlights work fine. It even has its original mechanical sequential taillights, and they do work. They're not as fast as the new electronic ones, but that can be added. But that unit in itself is a pretty costly unit. So something to keep in mind. If you wanted to replace that with electronics, you could sell that one for probably more than you would have in the electronics. This is the underneath of the back, the gas tank. Hoping you can see that it's new and been replaced. So I've done my best on this video. I hope it's not too distracting to you. I hope you can get some useful information from it. And you can hear how that trunk closed. I mean, it's just a solid car. It really is. I mean, we're very proud of it. My son painted the car. I used to paint, but I don't paint anymore. And he's taken over those duties. I mean, this is just a couple gearheads that love to do cars, and we're not professional body men or anything like that, so we got to watch what we buy. But anyways, that's the car. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some use out of it. Have a good day. Bye now.